Hello everyone, I am Aman Kumar Sahu. I am the student of BTech first semester of Information Technology branch at National Institute of Technology, Raipur. Today, in the world of heavy competition and rush, we always forgot to talking about the most important thing in daily life, which is knowing ourselves. Or in other words, this is called introspection. It means to asking questions to ourselves and answering themselves by realizing our own thoughts and ideology. By doing this, we are going to able to analyze our thoughts and work according to that. This is also one of the most important practice which everyone should practice with themselves. And in this video, I am going to ask some self-thought questions to myself and answering them by introspecting my inner feelings. So, let us continue this wonderful journey of introspection which will give you a better idea how does I introspect myself. The first question which comes in my mind that who I am really or who am I really? This is one of the question which comes in all of our mind that who am I? As a young person, I think that I am an enthusiastic person who is full of cheer and joy. I am always eager to learn new things to make myself better every day. Sometimes I thought that I can do anything which I want, but it is not true. That I can perform good in every field, it is not possible for me. The reality is that we can try the things as we can, but we will succeed in those which are going to excel in our life. I always thought that I am a very happy person who never been set back as the many situations come in life, and I get a reality check by myself only that no, you are not free as you think, and this is the thing which I should really thinking of to know myself in better way. Now the next question which comes in my mind that what am I doing about the things that matter the most in my life. Every day I try to achieve the daily target set by myself so that I could come closer to my dream. For me, my family matters the most because they were who always supported me when I decided to do something in my life till now. But it doesn't mean that they don't stop me when I'm doing something wrong. They also told me to be a nice person. No matter what the academic performance is yours, you should be a good person first. I always try not to hurt them by any of my action which is not acceptable to them. I try to avoid that things. I always try to feel them proud by what I can do from my side. The next important thing for me is my career. I always try to put a little effort every day so that I could make myself better and I could be capable of doing the things which I want to get in life. Is it not simple, and it is not always easy to get whatever you want. So I keep reminding myself every day that you have to work hard for whatever you want. There will be ups and downs, there will be failure, but just learn one thing, always keep in mind that slow and steady wins the race. And if you don't work now, there are many people who are working and they will stay ahead of you always. One quotation is famous in the military that the more you sweat in peace, less you bleed in war. This is the philosophy which I always try to follow in my life also. Asking questions to ourselves is the most important thing, and one teacher who taught us things by thinking of this. I always thought what I really scared of. I think career is which always bother me, fear of getting failed and not become successful. Create stress in my mind. But this thing also push me to give my 100% to any work. Currently, when I am living in a hostel away from my parents, I felt little nervous, which I can say that I am scared of stay away from my parents. Now as a college student, one doubt always comes in my mind is that, am I using my time wisely? Well, I think this is the serious question for all of us. If I say really, I'm unable to use my time wisely because I spend the whole day roaming with friends, playing and doing unproductive things, but I'll try to realize and utilize the maximum part of the day. I think that is the most of the time I'm unable to think clearly and spending more and more time which any work don't require. Major problem of mine is that I spend most of my free time on YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, or in other social media platform, which at the end of the day feel me guilt. I think the lack of consistency is also I observe in myself, and not taking a right amount of rest every day, which also affect another day of my life. As I decided to successful in life as early as possible, I will have to improve my mistake and work on that so that I could become a better version of myself. One thing also realize that if I work on a small things on daily basis, it will have already long impact on my uh, personal as well moving for personal development. As moving as moving forward, one query always comes to in my mind, that am I taking anything for granted? In day-to-day life, we are taking many things for granted, such as friends, family, studies. Right? At this time, the thing which I am neglecting is my health. Due to this hectic schedule of college and due to workload of assignments and projects, it becomes difficult to manage the time for self-care. Sometimes I was unable to take right amount of rest, which doesn't show an immediate effect on my health, but as long term perspective, it will be difficult situation in future. Apart from this, I'm also not focusing on my studies and my work as I can do during my JEE preparation. I realize that this problem is going with most of our fellow mates. Also, sometimes it also happens that I'm taking my relationships with my family, friends, and with loved ones for granted. That I am not able to show gratitude to them. I will. I always want that I am thankful to every person who came in my life and teach me something. As usual things, so one question most common comes in that, am I employing a healthy perspective? Well, I think I'm employing a healthy perspective to my life, since I'm always open to new things and ideas which are beneficial for me to become a good version of myself, to be a good human being, and to be good at my work. It is necessary for me to analyze my mistake and learn from them. Many times it becomes difficult to handle myself in some situation, which I admit that is my weakness, but I always try to control it. When I start to doing anything new, there is many setback, which gives me a reality check that I have to do this in a right way. Many times it happens that I got exhausted, but also keep reminding myself, don't worry, it will be done in nicer way. Always try to understand other situation and give my everything and suggestions so that I can feel little comfort and don't feel loneliness. But it is not possible to understand anyone's situation, since everyone has different question paper in life. It is unable to understand everyone's situation, but I try how much I can help by my side. We are performing many activities and many things in day-to-day life. I always think that, am I true to myself? Well, at the end of the day, I always remind myself that I have to follow some of my personal ethics, such as I'm not going to cheat anyone, to be honest to my parents, and try to learn new things. But sometimes it happens that I can't be myself due to peer pressure or due to pressure driven by society. I do things which other likes but that is not my intention to do that thing. Sometimes that I realize that I am not living true to myself. One thing is always in my mind, that I should always focus on my behavior in life and do the activities which help me in development of my personality, which also give my self satisfaction. By this time of growing up and learning new things, it is also important for me to taking care of myself physically and mentally. As a college student, it is necessary to take care of my mental health as well as physical health. As we know that if we have a good physical health, it will give you the stamina to do more effort to your work. Recently, I continued my volleyball practice here in college, which provide me a chance to put a good impression on seniors. Through this, I become one of the famous person in college who play good volleyball. It also become a highlighting thing for me to express myself, giving a better performance to game. I take care of my physical health, but we have to draw a, and train our mind also, so it gives me a feel of relaxation. And work and stress are something which comes simultaneously. So it is important for me to take care of my health by following a right diet, doing exercise, maintaining personal. In our college life, we make many friends and new relationships. Then this question often comes in my mind, that am I putting the good efforts to my relationships with my family, friends and my loved ones? Well, I always want to spend a good time to the people with people who are important in my life. I always try to be with them whenever it possible. I make sure that I am available to them whenever they need me. But sometimes it is not possible. And I thought I'm unable to put right efforts from my side. Even though they tried best for me, due to some situations, it becomes complicated for me to available with them and give my empathy to them. But they understand and give support to me whenever I need it. I think currently I am focusing on a good relation, but also to be with them when in needed. By this time, having fun with friends and making memory, we forgot that we have to achieve our goals. Currently, I am working to advise some of my juniors that how can they score better in JEE. But it is difficult for me to how could I get the good marks in college, achieve my goals of a good score or good CGPA. So, which I have said before coming to college. Currently, I am working to achieve my goals which I have set before coming to college. Some of them are short-term goals and some of them are long-term. But some of the goals which I have decided, which also seems that impossible to achieve. But I am regularly putting my effort every day so that I can track my progress to achieve what I have decided. First thing, I should try to focus on prioritizing the things or the task to achieve, to make my work easy. Get success and become a respectful man, it's not an easy task in life, because when we are running behind any of our goal or target, there will be a many obstacle or problem in every step. There is a problem and we always try to find the solution. This is the winner's attitude which I always try to follow further in my life, that today is difficult, tomorrow will be more difficult, but day after tomorrow is beautiful. The point is that most of the people die tomorrow evening. By following this philosophy which always motivate me to achieve my goals. More further to this wonderful journey of introspection, last but not the least question, which forced me to think that if this would be the last day of my life, what would I have the same plans? Or should I have the same plans which I daily follow? Well, if this would be the last day of my life, I definitely like to spend my left time with my family, friends, and to all my loved ones who are with me whenever I needed them. I will be very thankful to them, and they are very precious to me. I would like to tell them these things. It is really difficult to say a goodbye, because when you spend a lot of time to a person whom you like, but you are not able to show him the gratitude, it also hurts. But one of the things which hurts me the most, that you can't think of a moment to say goodbye. So I would like to thank everyone whom I met and who taught me a lesson. And by this, I would like to end this wonderful journey of self introspection. Thank you.